in, guys. Like,
Quick, someone say something heinous so we can start the stream.
Something heinous.
I
Ah.
had a teacher and his brother was in jail with Ivan Milat. He went to see him for his birthday and they had cake together.
I worked at a house. I worked at Ivan Milat's neighbour's house when I did like the government soundproofing contract.
Jesus.
Oh, really?
Apparently, he had one of his like decorated guns he pulled out of a river or some crap. Like whether it's true or not is whatever.
And you did
Damn.
what government soundproofing work there? Maybe he just was trying to, you know, kill quietly.
Quiet the Milats down.
Mr. Hurd also let us light the Jewish kid on fire.
Of course. Yeah. Ooh. Can you say that word? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Creators of.
creators of.
Makers.
Creators of.
Pharmacists.
Apothecaries.
Apothecaries, yeah. Ye old apothecary.
Hmm.
Nope.
Donuts.
Nothing of value, no.
Nothing of value, yeah. I have things to add, but no, I don't want to. They're not important. I have things I could add. Mm. Yes.
the thing that was talking to me? Okay. Okay.
We're at the inn right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling up.
I give him the stink eye.
Same, but you can't see it.
hmm
Erwin.
Mhm.
Ah, yes. First of all, Rich is gonna walk in and be like, Erwin! Did you get your wine? Ah, good. Pour me, six cups. What the rest are you having? All right. And then, so I'm just going to start handing them out to the team.
I would like to at some point have a chat with Erwin. Private conversation, yeah. I will be like, Erwin, when you get a moment, obviously when you're not busy, I would like to have a bit of a chat with you, one on one, just about some matters. Of course, thank you.
Sorry, friends. So after finding this sword, what's the plan?
Well, we need to find a few other relics.
Do we
I
have any idea on their location or something like that?
I did have them in my notes, but my notes are currently in a box.
It
We need to find-
might be an unpopular opinion, but maybe the dinner we were invited to might be a good lead.
You know, Derek, I thought of that myself. And I think we need to just humor him.
Yes, I don't believe we have a choice in attendance, so we might as well go of our own accord.
But I think the there's a sword, there's a ghost that we have to find. We found the book, but he took it, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so we found the book, but he took it. There's a sword, a ghost, and one more thing, I think.
Didn't we just get the sword? Wasn't that what that fucking dude had?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that was the right
it was
sword.
Right, okay.
But yeah, so there's the sword, the ghost, the book.
I think we should maybe spend a night here,
Mm.
and then we'll go and humor the old man himself. But first, a gear up montage before we go anywhere tomorrow.
Like that scene, that one scene from Commando where he lands on the beach and he's just strapping like ammo, fucking
Exactly. What's
lengths of ammo on him, grenades, fucking rocket launcher.
I could use a rocket launcher.
We should definitely have a chat with him. We should definitely have a chat with him.
I reckon Samson should do the talking.
I've never met this man before in my life.
Neither
What would I
have
have
I.
to talk to him about?
I have no idea. Ask Dazu.
I'm just gonna like, smack
well-
Dazu slightly
Boop.
with a big
Um,
gold-ledded hand.
Well, I feel like he's a mysterious fellow. He could definitely be of some use to us. I think he might have some esoteric knowledge of
You
goings
just
on.
You just seem the chatty type, Samson.
I really haven't said 2 words to anyone. I'm just here to kill Strahd.
I'm a good judge
Well,
of character.
he might be able to help us out with that.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna take him a thing of wine and I'll go sit over next to him.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, cool. Well, obviously, you know, we are aware of, or I am at least, not sure of the other party, but I'm aware of your condition. Well, I wouldn't say condition, but your eccentricity, I guess, would be the best way to put it. And I have recently, I guess, through some, you know, some goings on, have contracted a similar, I guess, eccentricity to yours.
You turn into a bird?
Not a bird, but as I guess my party described it. I don't remember much of it. I don't really recall it happening, but a bear.
Hmm.
That's what I turn into.
And what do you want from me?
Well, I was just, you know, you've lived with this your whole life, I'm assuming, or was it something that kind of happened to you?
No, my whole life.
Okay.
You
So
see,
you were kind of,
how did you come across this power?
well, I don't know if I want to fucking tell him. Well, a good friend of mine, you might remember him, a big, tall, gangly, furry fellow.
Yes, I
He's
was
with us.
going to ask. You've got 2 new friends?
Yeah, so
What happened
we've had a
to Snake Lady and Hairy
we've
Man?
had a couple of casualties out while we were out adventuring. So Gornak, the the hairy fellow, was a very close friend of mine, very very close friend of mine, and he, unfortunately, was killed while we were out at where were we? What was the name of the tower we were at? The Argynvost Hold.
You
Yeah.
see, when you say
While we were-
Argynvost Holt, he like spits to one side.
Oh, Argynvost Hold? What? You
It
don't
is-
like the place?
Undead stalk the lands there.
Yes.
It is
we
not very good place.
we found that out the hard way, I suppose. So we had a run in with some undead, and unfortunately, my good friend was killed.
Was he afflicted?
No, I guess you call it a moment of weakness. I did something in the hopes of avenging him. I kind of consumed a part of him to gain power.
And
in
where
the
did
hopes
you
of-
come? Where did you get that idea?
I was told by something.
As in something physical or voice in your
No.
head?
In my head.
You see him kind of
shadowy-
like take a step back from you. And his hand kind of
So-
goes on the bench behind him.
Did I do the wrong thing?
These voices that you speak of, what did they
Yes.
sound like?
I'll just describe, like, I guess they're like whispers.
This is not a very good thing.
I know, but like I said, it was a moment of weakness.
You know what
A very-
whispers are, yes, in Barovia.
No, what are they?
Very, very dark powers.
Well,
They are the whole reason we are trapped in this hellhole.
Strahd?
They kind of like nod. He kind of nods slowly.
Okay, well,
Not him
Okay,
exactly, but he gets his power from them.
okay. Well, I guess in exchange I did gain power, but obviously at the cost of this affliction.
Are you the only one afflicted? Are you the only one that they have been speaking to?
As in, at the moment,
Yes.
right now, is there something in my head?
Not right
No.
now, but I mean in your group. Any of them afflicted with...
No. No, I'm the only one.
You should be very careful. Once they have an in, they spread like
Okay.
disease.
Okay. I came to you. Obviously, you have a similar condition. I was just hoping on some tips or, some guidance on how to manage it, get it under control.
Look, I'll be honest. Our conditions are very different.
Yes. Well, I would say they're adjacent.
Not really. Yours come from dark magic. Mine come from birth.
Well, okay. But I just wanted to know if you had anything,
Look,
any leads, anywhere, anyone I could go to.
to cure yourself of this infliction, or
Not necessarily cure, but manage. I feel like if it's something that I can
look,
control...
you have helped me out. I will have concoction for you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You drink this concoction when afflicted, when it's coming out, and it may help gain a little bit of control. I would not carry it on yourself.
Will definitely be giving it to one of my friends.
That is what I recommend.
This is... Yeah.
It won't taste very nice.
don't care. As long as it can help me not hurt my friends, then I'll do anything.
Okay, I will get Chef to make batch.
Thank you.
If-
Is there anyone that you know of that could help me gain control of this without, having to rely on something being administered? Like, if there's a way that I can tame it, I guess.
To be honest, I know of nothing that can tame dark powers. So you may be stuck with it for quite some time.
Okay. Well, obviously, yeah, thank you. I appreciate I appreciate you helping me out, and if there's anything that I or any of us can do, if you need any assistance.
I worry for you and your group. If you've lost too recently, they may be coming back.
3? We lose 3. Who else died?
You have Rabbit
Peregrine.
Friend, right?
Oh yeah. Well, yes, yeah.
You know
mean
of what
coming back,
happened
as
when you die in Barovia, yes?
We've got some idea.
Your soul does not leave.
Yes, yeah. Which is, part of the reason why I did what I did.
I fear for you and your group. You have room upstairs, same room as last. Feel free to stay in it, but be wary, yes?
Of course, thank you.
He kind of like shuffles off. You do notice with your passive perception, he gives you like a wide berth, almost like keeping his back away from you at all times, and just kind of like shuffling across the thing.
I'm a monster.
Yeah, Richard?
Richard wants to go and talk to old mate who's sitting in the corner of the pub. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure the last conversation
you
I
and-
had with him wasn't very good.
You and Samson are going there.
Yeah, I'll come over with Richard.
You see him
Is that,
kind of...
is that the same? Is that the same guy?
I believe so, yeah. Colourful, wide-brimmed hat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's the same guy. All right. I'm gonna walk over with Samson.
He's the one that you spent the night drinking with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He raises a glass as you guys approach, and he's like, welcome, friends. Or
What's going on, old chap? Just wanted to introduce you to one of me mates. He's a new friend of mine. His name's Samson.
pleasure to
I'm gonna,
meet
like-
you.
Reach out to shake his hand.
He reaches out and shakes. He goes, a gentleman. I am Rictavio. And he kind
Was
of
his
like bows.
handshake firm, or
Yes,
was it like
very
weak and
firm.
limp-wristed?
Very
Okay,
firm.
so I can respect this man.
Yeah.
What's been going on, Rictavio?
You
Seems like you're
know.
part of the furniture in here.
I mean, it is a very good place to drink.
Yeah. What's the news? Anything new happening around town?
Oh, not much. You know, just trying to find out who stole all of my stuff, but, you know.
Ew.
You know, I think I may know who stole your stuff.
Who?
Well, we have this small rabbit fellow traveling with us. And you'll be pleased to know that I've got his head.
You pull the head out.
And, yeah, I pulled the head out.
He goes,
I'm going to show it to him.
that is not head, my friend.
It's a head.
No, it is not head.
If it's not a head, what is it?
He grabs it and he clanks it on the side of a
Okay.
bench, and it snaps in two, and you notice it is stone.
Well, it was his head. It turned
No.
to stone.
Is illusion.
What? What do you mean, illusion?
It is a trick. It is a very good trick, but that is not, nor was it ever, your rabbit friend. So I don't know why you come over to try and deceive me. I thought we were friends without drinking last time.
You know, this is new information for me because I thought it was your dad.
No.
I wouldn't try to deceive you, Octavio. We had a good time drinking last time.
That we did. That's what I thought.
Yes. Well, thank you for that small piece of information. Now I know that it's not actually this guy's head.
No, it is not.
Either way,
Speaking of your
Wherever he
rabbit
is.
friend, though, where is he?
he's not with us because I thought he was dead. He was dead. This head, I thought it was his.
It is definitely not his head.
Well,
Maybe you should lay
Yeah,
off the
just stuff.
wines, my friend.
that's not the problem. That's
At
not
this-
the problem, Octavio.
Yeah, Samson?
At this point, I'm going to chime in and say, Rictavio, I've been traveling with this group for 2 days, and I've seen them mourn the loss of their friend. This was definitely news to old Richard here.
Ah, well, I apologize for bringing it to light, but I just thought you were trying to deceive me.
Certainly wasn't. But in light of this newfound information, you know, I'm sorry about your stuff.
Yes, well, I have a pretty good idea of who took it. And you hear like his voice dip slightly when he says who took it.
Aha.
So yes, I am
Good.
just
Not a
trying
shame.
to not really. I am just trying to recoup from the losses.
How much did you lose?
Quite a bit.
Ah,
Quite a bit in materials, very hard to gain in this area. Very hard to gain.
I can imagine that is frustrating.
Yes, very frustrating.
Would I'm gonna have to rename Peregrine's head into Peregrine's two pieces of illusion face. um,
He kind of like slaps while you're deciding what to do. He slaps Samson's armor and he's like, yes, very sturdy. So tell me this: how you come across this group?
One day I appeared in the lands.
Trevor
I
from
wandered for
outside.
quite some time. Could feel the evil here, and I found this group fighting some revenants in a place called Argenvosthold.
Yes,
have you been there before, Octavio?
I have.
Yes.
I try not to
How
go
did it
very
go?
often. It was interesting place. Death definitely stalks those halls.
Yes. Did you happen to speak to the old mate in the chair?
I did not go inside.
Ah. Well, they're not getting any deader.
Yes, that is, I guess, the point. What about your other new friend? What is his deal?
Oh, old mate over there, the long flowing hair.
Yes, him.
That's Everon. Everon, come over here. Need you to meet Rictavio.
As you kind of head over, he kind of like leans slightly into Samson and says, "Tell me this, friend, new friend, Samson. Is this group, having spent little time with them, is this group, you know how you say, light-fingered?" And then he looks at Richard.
I'm gonna look at him and say, thievery is a sin and I wouldn't condone it in my presence.
Are you being for real, or?
Yes.
Okay. He kind of raises an eyebrow and he's like, "Well, there may be sinners amongst us. Hello, I am Rictavio." And he puts his hand out for everyone to shake his hand.
When he does that, I'm gonna like stand up and like fold my arms and stretch out and just look around the bar.
All you see is your friends.
Yeah, everyone's just gonna like dust his hand off and go, yeah, sorry, friend. Hi, I'm Everon, and I believe, do you know these people from earlier?
Ah, we have shared many a drink, especially this one. And he points towards
Ah.
Richard.
So, friends then.
Ah, yes, let's call it that.
Oh, okay. I've only been around for a short while, a day or two.
Another
days got a bit
traveler from
fuzzy.
outside.
Yes. I was just doing things with my group, and
You are a
I made a
druid, yes?
mistake.
A man of
Yes.
nature? Yes.
Yes.
I could
Man
sense
of the
it on
cloth.
you.
Yeah.
Dirty brown cloth.
I mean, I would say smell, and he like picks himself up and just takes a good whiff of himself and goes, the smell probably gives it away, but
You
yes.
do not smell
Um,
nearly as bad as some of the things I've seen.
I have seen a few things here, and quite frankly, I would agree with you, and that's a sad fact.
Very much so. Well,
Talking about Gornak.
any particular reason you come over to say hello? You want to share drinks again?
Sure, more than happy to share a drink with you, Octavio. Can't help but feel like you have a little bit of animosity towards me.
No. Why would I have animosity towards you?
For the
And
life
you
of
can
me,
you
I
can
can't-
you can pick the obvious sarcasm in his voice.
For the life of me, I can never. I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Well, seems you might suspect me of stealing something, perhaps. I could be wrong.
Perhaps. And did you not be the one to steal? Was it not your group?
Can one man be held accountable for the actions of his whole group?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
Going to just kind of like reading the room, I'm just going to reach over and put my hand on him and cast Charm Person.
Okay. Cool. What's the save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Hold up.
I love that Derek is sitting alone in a bar, not knowing none of this is happening. He has no idea.
Pouring wine into the slit of his helmet.
Yep.
Wisdom, you said, yeah?
Yep.
He rolls a
That was advantage. I'm very upset about this.
27.
Holy fuck!
Jesus.
Fails.
Mm.
I'm just going to say, perhaps I should buy the first round of drinks if we're all friends.
He looks like you see his demeanor completely shift when you cast the spell, and he just like slowly turns his head and looks at your hand, and then looks you dead in the eye, and goes, "I would not try that if I were you."
Yes, I believe you would be right, and I'm just going to go back to my friend, and I will leave you to your ways, and just leg it back to Derek. Holy fuck.
So what is with your friend? He tried to cast spell on me. So first you steal, then you try to cast spell.
I never said I stole. But that is quite impressive that you did. You noticed that.
He's
You're more than meets the eye there, Octavio. You know this axe you put on.
You see his eyes squint slightly when you mention the act. Yeah, Samson?
I'm gonna sort of interject into that conversation. I'm gonna appeal to his better nature. I'm gonna be like, Rictavio, it appears my traveling companions have wronged you, and maybe on more than one occasion. The spell, a dirty trick. The thievery, do you have any proof?
I have no proof other than other than admissions of guilt.
From who?
From yourself.
I don't recall saying any such thing, Rictavio.
It appears Richard and the party here have been swindled themselves by this rabbit man that me and this other fellow have yet to meet. What exactly did they steal from you, supposedly?
Let's just say, quite a bit of my equipment.
So vague with what they've taken. What can we do to help you here?
I mean, you could repay me for all that they have taken. Like I said, very hard to come against some of that equipment in this land.
I'm gonna say I've come here with nothing but my sword on my back. I've nothing to repay you with. Is there any other way we could assist?
Maybe in time, but currently, not really.
Well, Rictavio, when the time arises, look for us and we'll aid you in any way we can.
What are you missing, Rictavio?
Look to the
What
west.
kind of equipment are you looking for?
The beacons are lit.
Why don't you
Rictavio
tell
calls
me?
for aid.
Why don't you tell me? What did you take?
Go back.
You seem to be under strong impression that I took something.
It is very strong suspicion, yes. You and your group?
Well, I don't know what the rest of the group have, but I'm asking you, what do you need?
I need quite a lot. Let me get a list for you.
All right, you get me a list.
Right, well, I've had enough of this darkened conversation. You get me
Owen.
a few drinks, yes?
Owen.
Owen kind of comes out and organizes drinks for you guys. If anybody wants more drinks, any more wine.
Darzu walks out of the back and then hears Rictavio and the others discussing what's been stolen. He does like the Grandpa Simpson when he walks into the thing, hangs his hat up and goes, grabs his hat and walks back into the other room. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sidebar, I'm quite proud of Richard. Normally this ends in bloodshed.
Normally
Yeah.
this ends in threatening. with a
Congratulations,
gun.
Richard. You finally learned how to use your words.
I feel like Richard's growing.
Yeah.
So is he giving
Owen.
us a list or is he preparing that list?
He's preparing that list. Owen
Owen, make
comes
sure
over.
Rictavio's looked after tonight.
On your payment, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw like I don't know, I suppose a sack of gold at him.
Yeah.
Like-
Cool. Easy. Rictavio just kind of like nods slightly and begins drinking his wine.
Well, Rictavio, we'll have a couple with you, but I'm pretty beat after the travel of today, so I'm gonna head off to bed soon.
Again, we shall drink again sometime soon. And he puts his hand out.
Richard shakes
Alright.
his hand.
He
I will
casts.
also shake his hand.
Rictavio casts a spell when he touches you.
Who? Me or Samson?
You.
Okay.
You instantly feel really good. Like, almost as if all of the soreness from your body has completely disappeared. Any ailments, any poisons that were in your body, gone.
You know what? I could go another couple of drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, like your drunkenness, gone. Like, your little buzz that you had, gone.
Right. Have I ever felt this way before?
You feel it like it's a feeling slightly akin to it when Derek casts his healing spells.
Okay. Cool.
Rictavio
I'm
just
gonna
kind of
give-
like leans over and goes, "So you want to drink again, yes?"
Yeah. I suppose we can drink some more.
And you guys will continue to drink and swap stories. He... Yes. Cool.
Yes.
Yes. He, at the end of the night, like after you guys have had quite a few, is there anything else you guys want to do before we kind of like jump a little bit forward? No.
No,
At the end of the
I'm
night,
happy.
before heading off to the rooms, Rictavio invites Richard back to his room.
Well,
Richard's getting lucky.
my boat doesn't swing that. My boat doesn't float that way. But all right, let's go.
Cool.
Could it possibly be the thing you stole is Rictavio's heart?
Possibly. Wouldn't be the first time.
Everyone?
That he's going to Octavia's room, yeah?
Yeah.
Considering I know I pissed him off, I'm gonna wild shape into a spider,
Okay.
and I'm going to follow him to his room.
Okay. Cool.
Samson rolls up the newspaper and squishes.
Chasing the bug around. One hit point, and then it just...
goes.
yeah,
I would
back
like
to
to
everyone.
make the rolled up newspaper my magic weapon and cast Smite on it.
Also, an idea for a big boss is just to do the Thanos theory.
Oh
where
yeah.
that
Crawl
is
into his butt.
more fly into giant beast. Turn back to normal.
I don't think that quite works the way you'd think it would.
No, it does. You just take crushing damage and you die.
Yeah. Like the monster would probably take damage, but I feel like you would also take damage.
Yeah.
You would, definitely.
Cool. So you guys head up to your room. It's like your standard kind of room, enough beds for the lot of you. Richard, you head to Rictavio's room. He kind of like opens up the door and then gestures you inside. Yes,
No,
Samson?
please, after you, Rick.
Going to bed around the same time, would we have seen Rictavio and Richard go into the room together?
Well, it depends on if you went to bed before this. They have spent probably about 4 or 5 hours just constantly drinking wine.
I would have just sat in the corner of the tavern, just watching as the night went on.
Yeah, so then, yeah, you would have seen them go upstairs together. Not
Alrighty,
together,
well,
together, but together.
I will still be downstairs in the tavern, just keeping an eye on things.
Cool. He steps into the room. It is very darkly lit, but he instantly goes over and lights a few candles to make it a little bit better scene.
Put some Barry White on.
Trying to light on a disco ball.
When he opens the door, I'm just gonna like scurry down and then back up just above the door jam.
Yeah, cool. Easy. He just kind of like clears his throat, looking at you. You watch his demeanor kind of shift again, and he kind of cracks his neck, and he just goes, "You were the one that stole from me, yes? You and your group?"
I may have seen some former friends of mine, perhaps loot a caravan.
It was Darcy. It was all Darcy. I swear.
I need that stuff back.
Okay,
I
I can get it. I could probably get it for you.
see that you do. It is
I still have his
imperative that I have it all
short sword.
back.
All right. Well,
Because
just,
I am not this act that you say. It is not me.
No, I didn't think it was.
You see him kind of like take off his hat, and then instantly like a form drops on top of his form. You see he's in like this very darkened like trench coat. Think like Van Helsing like gear from head to toe, all in black. You see like cut marks scars down his arm from like scratches and stuff. He kind of like puts his little cane thing away against the wall and he goes, "You do not want to mess with me."
Understandable. Seems that we share a profession.
It would very much seem that way.
Leave it with me. You have that list for me by morning, and I'll get your stuff as soon as I can.
Will do. Also, next time you and your group are skulking around, please do not leave notes in my personal journal.
What did we write again?
It was a riveting read, but not my
Oh
cup
my
of tea.
God.
I feel like it was
yeah.
some kind of fan fiction.
It was some sort of fan fiction, yeah.
Was it the fan fiction?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, I'll see you in the morning then, and I'll get that list off you.
Yes. Sleep well. You see him kind of like lean up against the wall with his arms crossed.
You as well, Rick. And I'm just going to walk out.
Cool. He, as you kind of like leave after saying you as well, Rick, he just goes, wait, no, he doesn't say anything. Continue. You leave the place.
I leave, and I notice a rather everyone looking at the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna drop onto like.
It's just a spider with Everon's head.
I'm all Greg.
I'm old Greg.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like drop down onto somewhere like on Richard's shoulder or something.
Yeah, cool. Easy.
He's not easy
And
to
you guys rejoin the rest of your friends in the room. Anything you guys want to talk about? Feel free to right now.
I'm just sorry, Needles. I may have got the wrong impression. It seems that you have stirred something in our friend here.
Well, it would seem that he knew all along who stole his gear, but I can't exactly go around just, admitting everything every time.
Yes, but it unfortunately seems he is not a smart adversary. So, I mean, the choice is up to you, but yeah.
Well, the way I see it, he saw right through you, and he might be a strong ally should we get him back on side.
This would be very helpful.
Do we have a list of everything we took from him?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, like, obviously, knowing or having an idea of what you guys talked about, I'm gonna sheepishly be like, and give you the short sword, the silvered short sword.
Mm.
Be like, I think this might belong to him.
Don't worry, Darzu, I didn't say it was you.
Thank you. Thanks for sticking up for me. I
I
probably
didn't do it for you. I didn't want to make a mess of the tavern.
I probably don't deserve it right now, but yeah. Thank you.
I'm just gonna I don't know, whatever stuff that we might still have. I think all you've got is a silver short sword.
I think that's all I took was the silvered short sword and
Silvered short
potentially the silvered short sword, and potentially some bolts maybe, but I'm not sure if I took those or.
Okay. Yeah, Richard's gonna ask Darzu and Derek if we took the others' gear, like when they died.
I don't think we did. I think we buried them with their stuff.
Seems we might have a trip to Argenvost back in the
Okay,
future.
back to Argenvost. Okay, interesting. All right. Well, once we have that list, we can kind of work our way of. Yes. Do you guys ever watch Over the Hedge?
Yeah.
This is what it feels like. Getting all this shit for the fucking giant bear who doesn't fucking kill us.
Yes, it all seems like one large fetch quest, but
mm,
I think Rick Tavio is going to come in handy. We
Oh.
need all the friends we can get.
yes, I definitely agree. He seems like an eccentric fellow who knows more than he lets on.
Well, you weren't in the room just then, so he's more than just the
Oh,
eccentric.
he knows more than he lets on. Oh yes.
Definitely.
Well, there you go. Cool. Well, yes, I'll give Richard the short sword, and I'll turn in for the night.
I'll put the short sword with my gear, and I'm also going to bed.
You're not bringing up the head thing yet? Because technically the rest of the group doesn't know about the peregrine head yet.
Oh yes. So apparently, according to Rick Tavio, who split the peregrine's head in half in front of me, it's just rock. It's all illusion.
And then I'm hearing that Dazu's gonna kind of clock what. What's the innkeeper's name again? Sorry.
Erwin.
Erwin, kind of clock what Erwin said about our friends dying and their souls, and be like, this does not bode well.
Well, we can figure it all out in the morning. As for right now, I'm 3 sheets pissed and I'm going to bed.
He just like falls face forward on the bed. The good old
Sniper
Gornak.
rifle still on my
Yeah.
back. Pistol still in my holsters.
Yeah, it's like going to bed with jeans on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yuck.
Wake up feeling icky.
Yeah.
Very icky. Cool. Anything else the rest of you want to say, or we're going for that long rest? Yes, Samson?
We'll go for the long
I'm gonna
rest.
go upstairs from the bar and join the rest of the party for the long rest.
Cool. Sweet. You walk in and find Richard faceplant
In his jeans.
in his jeans.
Still in my jeans.
And the rest of the group, I guess,
Yeah,
very,
well,
like,
I've
pondering.
gone down as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Richard into one of the beds.
Oh, he was already in one of the beds.
He was in one of the beds, he's got his jeans on.
He's just got his jeans on. He's got his protection on.
So I don't know if the church would allow me to remove his jeans. So I don't know how he's gonna feel.
Cool. Sweet. You guys sleep. The darkness kind of takes you guys. And we will take a break here before the long rest completes. So bear with us a couple of minutes. We are going to take a quick break. Please get up, stretch your legs, get something to eat, get something to drink, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. And we will be back very soon. Welcome back. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be continuing where we left off. As you guys kind of sleep in the night, two of you are visited by something. Derek, as you lie there, and the darkness kind of takes your vision, you kind of find yourself in this like empty black expanse. You see a figure slightly off into the distance, kind of silhouetted against the darkness, which is very odd.
I guess I'll wander towards it.
As you wander towards it, it takes a familiar shape. And it kind of like turns to look at you. You see Issa standing there, cuts all over her body, currently like bleeding from head to toe. She kind of like slightly limp, her shoulders down. She kind of reaches out. You see a tear roll down her face, and she goes, "Why didn't you save me?"
It was out of my control. I could not help in that manner. I'm sorry.
This is
I
your
was
fault.
unconscious.
All your fault.
How can I write this?
Your fault. And then, like, you just hear like a cacophony of whispers just like implanting itself into your head about Issa's death being your fault. You could have saved her. You could have healed her. This is your fault. This is all your fault. And you wake up in a sweat.
Well, that was horrible.
Dazu, you are also visited by a friend. Very much the same. You find yourself in a dark expanse. You see a large haired figure in the distance.
I approach.
It turns and you see its gut completely empty. Like this whole, like you can see the rib cages. You can see it pouring blood. You see, as it turns, you notice it as Gornak. And he just says, "You ate my heart. Why?" I thought we were friends.
I thought we were more
Why?
than friends.
Lovers, actually.
Why? And then the cacophony of like whispers implant into your head that make you feel complete and utter guilt. And you wake up covered in sweat at the
I wake up
exact same
hairy.
time as Derek.
Do I notice that Derek's like awake?
You both kind of have like startled to a sitting upright position. Yes.
I'm gonna like look over at Derek and be like, "Did you just have a dream as well?"
Yes, quite a horrid one.
Yeah, I mine was pretty awful as well.
I suspect that's not a coincidence.
Do I know that Derek? I don't know that Derek's like, no. Did you happen to talk to a shadowy sort of figure? Thing that whispered in your head?
Not that I recall, no. Just the bad dreams.
Okay, well, interesting. I hope this isn't going to be a regular thing. I do like being able to sleep.
Yes, me too. I would quite like the rest, but it appears not tonight.
Did you see the obnoxiously loud snoring of Richard on the other side of the room?
Drunk out of his board.
Every once in a while, scratching himself through his jeans.
Through his jeans. Well, yeah. I hope this isn't a recurring thing or a permanent thing, I suppose.
Same here.
Well,
I just roll away.
yeah, I'm gonna try and get back to sleep.
Cool. You guys kind of like stay up, kind of having that moment of like, is he asleep yet? Like, is the other person asleep yet? Kind of thing. But sleep takes you, and you all get a long rest, so you can mark off a long
thank
rest. You guys wake up in the morning. The bar is somewhat lively. Erwin.
Alcoholics.
Yeah, come on.
The breakfast crew.
The breakfast crew. Erwin kind of brings over a folded note and 3 vials of what looks to be wine mixed with something.
Okay.
He hands Richard the note and Dazu the three like bottles.
Mhm.
The note says these are the things that were missing. See that I get them back ASAP. It says 50 gold pieces and 6 gemstones, worth about 100 gold pieces each.
Mhm.
A healer's kit.
Wow.
3 wooden holy symbols inlaid with silver in the shape of a sunburst. A silvered short sword. A hand crossbow inlaid with mother of pearl. A bundle of 20 silvered crossbow bolts. And a worn leather case with gold buckles containing 3 sharpened wooden stakes, a sack of garlic, a jar of salt, a box of holy wafers, 6 vials of holy water, a polished steel mirror, and a bone scroll tube with a silvered stopper and chain.
Okay. Yikes.
You guys
Well-
really fucking cleaned him out.
Yeah. Well, look, we have the short sword at least. That's a start, I guess.
I'm gonna give Owen the short sword.
He
to
just kind
tie
of
it over.
holds it and he's like, what do
Give
I
that
do with
to. Give it to Rictavio. He'll know.
Okay, I will keep it with his stuff. And he kind of like takes it out into a back room.
I suppose I'm trying to think who had the whole. Do you have any, Derek? Do you have any of the stuff? Like, did you have the holy symbols or no?
I didn't take any of the stolen goods.
He's
I don't even know if Derek was aware that it happened.
Oh shit!
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
well,
I'm pretty sure it was Peregrine, and maybe Asa.
Wow.
and
Perfect.
probably-
The
and-
two who are fucking dead.
and probably Gornak.
Oh shit. Okay. Well.
And if you didn't take anything else, it was probably mostly the wizard.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, we're a bit fucked.
All right. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As I share the list of items with the rest of the team
Okay.
and what it means.
Yeah.
Cool. And Dazu, add a custom item, or whoever's taking them, add the custom item of tinctures of control.
I will give them to Derek
Cool.
and
So
be like,
Derek, you get handed what look to be like vials, like almost like potion bottles, full of a liquid that looks like it's been mixed with wine. So it's
Okay,
like this
tinctures
weird,
of
like-
control.
Yeah, tinctures of control.
I'm just gonna say, this, if whatever happened earlier happens again, are we gonna have like a safe word or something?
Oklahoma.
I need you to
Pineapples.
administer this to me in any way possible.
Will it help or hinder you?
Well, I think it'll help me maintain control, hopefully. But honestly, I'll just take anything that will stop me from doing whatever happened.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
Yes, well, yes, me too.
Cool.
How many
Right.
did I get? Just one?
3.
Three.
3.
Right. Should we go see a man about a dinner? Fucking twat.
I suppose so.
Cool. So you guys leaving Valaki, heading towards
Wherever the invitation said.
Yeah.
Castle
Gonna go see-
Ravenloft.
Gonna go see a twat about some dinner.
Taking the old Svalich Road to the east. You do east. Sam's not here to make fun
West.
of.
Yeah.
The east.
Now,
East, yeah.
Yeah, you guys begin to take the old Svalich Road. Getting to about Yay.
Mm.
About Yay. Before nightfall begins to come upon you. What do you all want to do?
I guess we'll just go down for a rest. Like,
You'll just
not
camp?
really much else we can do.
Cool. Just off to the side of the road, you find like a small clearing, and you set up camp. Pretty simple night, I guess. There's nothing really happening that kind of comes and goes. Are you guys doing any shifts? Do you want to have any conversations, or what are we doing? You tell me.
I think Richard wants to talk to Derek.
We can talk. That's fine.
Derek, I don't know what we're gonna do about this list, mate. It's longer than I thought, and I have no idea where this shit is. But I feel like we're gonna need Rick.
You're gonna have to backtrack for me, old lad. I have no clue what you're talking about.
I'm gonna show him the list of things.
That-
Do you
what- is this-
recall our friends perhaps liberating some stuff from a caravan?
Yes. Yep.
We kind of need to get the stuff back.
Great. That's fantastic.
Sam,
Any ideas?
Would Samson overhear this conversation?
are you guys having it privately, or?
I mean, given I didn't know the nature of it, I probably wouldn't have been quiet.
I mean, look, I'm not hiding this conversation. Like, so possibly, he was just kind of standing there. He'd probably overhear Richard talking about it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna come over and ask you exactly what the hell is going on, and if you actually stole from this dude.
Wasn't me.
I believe, Samson, it may have been the party members that are no longer with us.
Yeah, it was definitely all the party. It was only the party members that are no longer with us.
You're already on the bad books, mate. Keep your mouth shut.
Slippery slope.
I
Anyway,
feel like, well, good thing they're no longer with us. How much trouble are we in?
But given that they apparently have most of the things on the list, quite a lot.
Well, where did you leave these party members?
I know where we
place
found
that
you.
lost them.
Maybe we should go back and,
It's not that they're lost. It's just we know where they are.
Fucking
They're
dead.
lost in a different way.
forgive me for saying this, but maybe we need to go back and defile their resting place.
Yeah,
Well.
probably.
You'll have to ask forgiveness of your god, because I don't care. I need the stuff back.
Well, I'm definitely not doing it. You guys made this mess. You can clean it up.
Look,
Careful
back
who
off.
you blame there.
For the record, Samson, you don't have to come.
Yeah, but I'm along for the ride now.
What I thought.
Well, maybe that's our stop after this dinner. We go back to that hellhole that we escaped from narrowly.
Yeah. We'll go see this twat about a dinner. And we'll go see that other twat about stuff for another twat.
Either we gain some information or we die. We'll see.
Anyway, I guess that's the plan.
Sure, let's call it a plan.
And then I'm just going to turn to Samson and be like, don't worry, Samson, no hard feelings. He's going to go clank on his arm.
fine.
Punches a hole in it.
Just dings his armor a little bit with one of my pistols.
When you do that, I'm just gonna hit you straight in the chest with a very heavy gauntleted hand.
No, I didn't do that. I just give you a little bump in the fucking... I don't want to take blunt damage today.
Well, not hard enough to damage you, but definitely hard enough for you to go.
Yeah, well, other armor, I suppose. Anyway, I guess I'll take the first watch.
Cool. Who's taking second watch?
I'll take
We'll
it.
take the second. Oh, no.
Oh god.
Maybe the holy men can have a conversation on second watch.
Argue about their god.
Argue about their good.
Samson really hasn't seen enough of his devotion yet to want to have a conversation.
Cleric and a paladin have a conversation about their god.
Sounds
Sounds like the start of a bad joke.
Well, the cleric and
is
a
a bad
paladin
joke.
did walk into a bar earlier, so
Cool. So you guys kind of like bed down and rest. I will get a perception check from you, Richard.
Perception.
Perception.
16.
Cool. You kind of like watching out. You kind of can slightly see Lake. What is it? Lake Zarovich. From where you guys are camping out, you can just make out like the moonlight bouncing off the water.
You know, I think I minced a guy out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did
Yeah,
as
that's the
well.
one.
You can just
I think
see
it's the one.
you can just see out in the middle just a boat, an empty boat.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot. And yeah, long story short, your watch comes and goes without any hassle.
Well,
You wake
that was
up.
boring.
Yeah, very boring. You wake up, Derek.
Derek.
I'll come over and take over.
Cool. Make a perception check and a perception chicken.
Ah,
Oh, those
Perceptor chicken.
perceptions.
15.
15. Cool. Sweet. So your watch comes and goes pretty much without trouble until it is just after midnight.
Yikes.
You begin to hear like footsteps on the road
From where?
from Valaki, in the distance, from that direction.
That's from where we came, right?
Yeah, correct. So you just hear like this.
I'd like to do a tactical squint to see if I can see them.
Cool. You do your tactical squint, and the camera zooms in slightly, and you see two figures slowly waddling towards you guys on the main road. You see one is thinner, one is quite large, and seemingly hairy.
Does it look like a familiar gait that they are walking to the ones that we encountered in the fog?
No. But it is a familiar gait to zombies you have seen.
Alright, okay. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up Everon. Sorry, old chap. It appears we have some incoming bad times. I believe your spells might be the best to handle them at a distance. They are of the undead nature, I believe.
Are we aiming to kill them or destroy?
Stop them from coming this direction would probably be my first choice.
Okay.
You begin hearing like this.
How close are they?
You look up and you see nothing on the road.
Sorry. Derek, you said that there was something coming.
Yes, I can see them just down the road.
I can hear that, can I? Sorry, Derek, but there's nothing there.
Well, that's problematic. I don't know what to do now. Maybe I'll get you to stay up the rest of my watch, if that's okay.
Certainly.
Cool.
I will just keep like a I'll just keep like one of my free level 1 guiding bolts ready just like on hand for when if something pops out.
Cool.
I can just shoot
Make
something.
a
I'd just be-
perception check.
Laser focused on where I think these things are.
That is a 13.
Cool. You, as you're kind of like holding this spell, waiting for this, for these things to make themselves known, if they make themselves known, you see this like slight shimmer over, like blackened shimmer over the top of Derek's shield. Yeah.
Derek,
Yes.
your shield is acting strange again.
That looks normal to me.
Could you perhaps put it on the ground for a moment?
Sure. I'll put it down.
Can you still see these creatures?
What?
Can you still see the creatures? Are they still coming?
Can I?
Yeah, you still see them like lurching slowly down the road.
Is it one of those times where it's like every time I look, they walk a bit closer, but every time I look back, they're in the same spot?
They just keep repeating the
Banding back towards.
yeah. No, they're
y-
walking very slowly, so it's like they're not really making much ground. It doesn't seem like they're making much ground towards you.
Yes, I can, everyone. They're still coming down the road as far as my perception leads me to think.
Okay. I'm sorry, but something about your shield makes me uncomfortable. I saw something reflect off the shield. I'm not sure what it is. Actually, I am going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Sorry, could you just point out roughly how far they are away?
Yeah, point where they are. Tell
Just
them roughly how far away.
near this rock or something.
That angle was
And I'm gonna
like
cast-
perfect for like a.
So I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on that spot so that it illuminates that spot,
Cool.
and each object is outlined in that area.
Cool. You see, what does your fairy fire look like? Is it red? Is it green? Like, what kind of color?
I would say it's like still a dark green.
Yeah, cool. So you see, like, these dark green, almost like fireflies begin to, like, zip around this area, and attach themselves to, like, rocks and trees and whatnot, but nothing else outlines in that spot, other than, like, a few trees and whatnot. The light also, like, seemingly, like, permeates the darkness that's a little bit further, and you can see Valaki in the far distance.
I'm sorry, I still can't see you, Eric.
Yes, I believe that is an issue that I need to take care of on my own.
Can I?
Cast Guiding Bolt on Derek? Yeah, you definitely can.
Don't tempt me.
9th level Fireball, is that what you said? Oh, you don't have it, but I'll let you do it this once.
Sorry, may I just cast that? Is that a magical shield, may I ask? Does it have magical properties?
I don't think it would Armor of
does-
Gleaming constitute a magic item, or no?
Sorry, would.
Armor of Gleaming.
Armor of Gleaming.
Yeah, well then
No.
yes, yeah.
As in, just it's more for the lore properties of if it's magical, you can't destroy it.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
That's all I'm checking for. I was like, okay, do you mind if I just cast just a spell on the shield just to see if it reacts?
Go for it.
I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame on the shield.
Cool. It explodes on the shield and gives off that, like, divine holy flame.
But nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Now
Yeah,
I
the
look
rest,
like
the
crazy.
rest of you kind of like wake up to this, and then you just look around and see this big green area off in the distance.
What's going on?
Oh, don't mind us. We're figuring some things out.
He says while still in his jeans.
When I wake up, do I like? I'm assuming Derek's pointing off into the distance.
Yeah. No.
Do
Okay.
I? Oh no.
No, I'm pretending like they're not there now, trying to not feel insane.
Do I hear or see anything?
You begin to hear a.
Damn it.
Does anyone hear that? Can I see the source of the sound? Like,
Looking around, you see two figures making their way down the road from the direction you're heading. You see one slim and somewhat slender, and the other large, bulky, and hairy.
I wonder who these could be. Do I recognize
making
the
like small, like
Do I recognize the silhouette of the big hairy one?
you do, yeah, straight away.
Darzy's gonna kind of go quiet.
What are you talking
And-
about, Tazu? I can't hear anything.
You don't see those figures.
There's nothing
Everyone's
there.
going to kind of start. Everyone's going to look at his hands and go, "Am I insane?"
Derek just puts his hand on everyone's shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, yeah. Looks like we're all going through things."
So I scope in down the road and I see nothing, correct?
Correct.
There's nothing there, Tazu.
I'm certain I can see him. I can see.
I think there is something going on in this particular area. It would appear that I'm seeing the same thing that Dazu is seeing, but everyone is also seeing things to do with my shield, so I think it might just be the space that we're in.
I
Right.
think.
I'm gonna crack
just-
my water skin that's still got one in it.
Can I see the figures getting closer? Like
Very slowly. They're making like a very zombie-like gaunt towards you guys.
I am going to move closer to them, like slightly. Not like walk up to them, but like kind of take maybe like a couple meters. Do they get closer? Like, am I getting closer to them?
Seemingly getting closer to them, yeah. Samson?
Yes, Samson.
Mute,
Can't hear you.
yeah, Mike's muted.
I'm gonna follow Dazu, and when I get close enough to him, I'm gonna pick him up and put him over one of my shoulders, like so he's sitting on my armor, and I'm gonna draw one of my great swords. Like, what's going on, little man?
I think I'm just. I'm probably just seeing things like it's. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. I had a pretty rough sleep. I think I'm just overtired. We had a long day of walking, and I think I just need. I think I just need a good night's sleep.
I'm gonna turn my head and give you the side eye and ask you directly if you're lying to me.
I
sounds-
just, yeah, I'm
Bluff.
I'm all right. I think I just yeah.
Make
I've had
a persuasion or deception. You don't tell me which one, but you know which one. And make an insight, Samson.
Fuck, do I have good insight, or do I just have the other ones that are good? No, I mean, it's alright.
I got a 9.
I got a 17.
Cool. So you glean from that he is, when he says he's fine and that he thinks it's just sleep deprived, it is. I don't think it's necessarily a lie, but there's some further truths to that. Am I correct in saying so, Dazu?
Darzy's kind of like saying that as kind of like a way to reassure himself. He's trying to be like, oh, I probably
Yeah.
just You know, oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure I didn't get enough sleep last night.
And
It's been a long day.
that's kind of what I mean. Like it's
Yeah.
that's what he believes, but there are further truths. Like he's just not telling you everything.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say you look rather nervous to just be tired.
Well, I mean, I'm having some pretty traumatic hallucinations. I think anyone in my situation would be feeling the same. But I think I just need to try and get a good night's sleep tonight.
I'm just gonna sort of continue the conversation and be like, you can trust me, little dragon man. If something's bothering you, let me know.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I will.
Alright, then I will just turn around and take him back to camp on my shoulder.
Cool.
You notice that Rich has already gone back to sleep.
In his jeans.
He's already storing log.
Cool. What are the rest of y'all doing? Going back to sleep?
Yeah.
Everyone's
I'm gonna
like, are we still keeping the watch?
Yeah, I was going to say I'll finish watch with Everon.
Cool. So the watch comes and goes, but the rest of it, no issues. And you guys wake up in the morning having completed another long rest.
Okay, cool. Richard, on that list, there's what, 50 gold pieces, was it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 50 of my gold pieces and give them to Richard. Be like, this is part of what we owe.
Right. I'll keep it safe and I'll give it to Rick when we get back there.
This is fucked. Anyway.
What? Having to deal with the consequences of your actions?
Yeah. This is bullshit.
I play D&D to get away from consequences.
Yeah. Literally. I play D&D to have a consequence-free environment.
Lol. Cool. You guys travel quite a bit again. Going around the old Svalich Road until you reach a fork in the road. There is one heading... Yeah, so one heading towards the Durst Mill, which you guys passed on your way in, into Valaki, and then one heading...
Where's Kevin?
Kevin hasn't been anywhere in sight for the last few days. Since you guys got to Argynvost, I believe he's been at AFK.
Should we check out the mill, potentially?
Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, exactly. Alright, well... What's the time?
It is late afternoon. You'd only get maybe like an hour or two travel before you'd have to bed down again.
It could be good to potentially have a nice place to sleep that's out of the weather.
I feel like last time we were warned against going to the mill.
Well, to be honest, kind of not. Doug is not in the best. He's in a very self-destructive headspace at the moment. He's like, yeah, we should just go in there. I reckon it'll be good.
Big yikes.
Doggo.
Well, should we go in? We can always go past.
How far until the place where the dinner is?
That is at Castle Ravenloft, so it's still another 2-3 days travel.
Right.
Right. Well, what does the rest of the team think? Do we go to the mysterious mill that we weren't supposed to go into? Or do we go past it?
Maybe we just make it direct. direct travel to the dinner after our last expedition.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
You are the people with the knowledge of the area, so I will just take your lead.
I agree with Derek.
Okay, so you guys head on.
Yep.
Starts getting a little bit dark. You kind of pass through a couple of mountain, like a little bit of a mountain pass, mountain both sides, and then the road in the center. There's not really anywhere off the road you can camp. There's like a tiny little bit of space either side of the road that you can definitely camp on, but otherwise it's pretty entrenched in.
Well, we'll just post up where we can, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys post up where you can, create like a little bit of a fire, I'm assuming. What is anyone taking shifts or?
Not today.
I'll take
I'll
the
take
first.
Everyone takes a second shift.
Cool. So yeah, cool, sweet. So who's taking first shift? Samson. Sweet. Yeah, you guys kind of go to sleep. Samson, you take first watch. I'll get a perception check if I can.
You may certainly have one of those. Fuck, I can't even see that. That's a 5.
Cool. Your watch comes and goes without any issue.
Not issues that I knew about anyway.
Exactly. No issues that you knew about.
I will wake Everon
Cool.
gently.
Is that your waking up face? I'm awake. Cool. And you guys swap. Any conversation you want to have while you guys swap?
Just gonna say to him, it was all clear. Make sure it stays the same.
I'm a man of my magic.
I'll just nod my head and settle down where he was.
Yeah.
Cool. On the warm spot. Everon, make a perception check.
During my perceiving, I'm gonna make like a pass to bloody Derek's stupid shield.
You're gonna make a pass. Like, come here
Just
off
have a
and
look at it.
shield.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Anyway, don't yuck my
Cannon. Everyone's
that's a
into
natural
shields.
20.
You feel the perception.
natural 20 for perception
Yeah, cool.
for a 23, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So the watch kind of comes and goes. You looking over the horizon towards the direction you're heading. You do see a faint blue glow, kind of making its way up the mountains, down a road, but it's not heading in your direction. In the way that you're heading. Yeah, it seemingly would be further ahead somewhere.
Like that we would reach tomorrow.
Quite possibly, yes. Yeah. When you make a pass for the shield, what exactly? Are you just looking at it? Are you like what?
I'm just checking to make I'm obviously going a bit nuts on the shield. I'm not sure if it's
He's just checking it out.
mimic. Yeah, I'm just checking it out. Like, is it going to kill him? Is it going to kill me?
Cool.
Is it just a shield?
Make a.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Make a. I want to say either religion or arcana check at advantage because you got a nat 20 on the perception.
Original icon. That is definitely not an advantage. Thank God for advantage. Thank God for advantage. That is a 21.
Cool. You kind of like having a look at it. Like it looks like the normal shield. But then it kind of instills you with this like icky feeling. Like icky. Like I'm talking like the icky you would have felt when like you came across a decomposing animal body in the forest, like
Not the
as
sticky.
part of your tribe, like the icky, like undead, rotting corpse kind of feel.
Just gonna have a quick
You
look
then
and
you
see.
then see that shimmer again over the front of it.
Okay. Because we're like in the middle of a rest, can I just change my spells quickly just to check something? Because it's something I've been obviously on my head over.
Yeah, it's because you're
right.
part of the second watch. I'd allow you to do it.
Okay, cool. Let's do. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do that, but that's so mean. Why is the shield normal now? It's not magical anymore. Just not magic.
Do it. Fuck around and find out.
No. I will cast Find Traps.
Okay. You find no
Does-
traps.
It's so cruel.
I know. This is going to be like one of those things where I'll regret it if I don't.
Do it. Fucking do it. Dia. You ain't. You're too
That's
scared.
nice. Yes. Yes, I am. God. I'm not doing it. I'll leave it. I'll do it. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on Shield.
Cool. You cast a spell magic on the shield. You feel it like grab hold of the magic source that shield gives it, like that shield has. But then you feel an instant connection break. And you notice the tips of your fingers blacken.
Interesting. Anyway, we fucked around and we found out. I'm just going to keep a watch on it, but I won't wake him. I'll let him get me sleep.
Okay.
Because he needed it after last night.
Yeah. So the rest of the watch, kind of no events. Other than Samson, you begin to hear just before the sun comes up. You begin to hear just faint whispers.
Samson hearing whispers? This is new.
Not Samson, sorry. Everyone. Getting names mixed up again.
He whispers.
Yeah, just like unintelligible whispers. Just before the sun begins to come up, you just hear this.
Just having a quick, like, what the fuck's going on?
And you can't
See anything.
Yeah, you can't see anything, and you can't sense a direction from where they're coming from. They're seemingly coming around from everywhere.
Hey. Yep, everyone's going to wake up and I'm going to be like kind of a bit peeking. I'm just going to be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Keep looking at the shield. Fingers are black. He's been to visit John. He's on crack.
Yeah, so you can all mark off a long rest again.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I think you needed to between
No,
the rests.
I have
do.
not.
But yeah, you can all mark one off. You guys wake to the sight of everyone pinging, kind of with his hands up like this.
They're called fingers, but I've never seen them fing.
That was stupid. Yeah, so you all wake up to the sight of that.
Interesting. Everyone, are you alright, buddy?
I am struggling.
Yeah, there seems to be a
Derek.
common theme.
Yes.
You know how I keep having a problem with your shield?
Yep. I'm familiar.
I may or may not have taken it upon myself to remove an enchantment on it,
Great. Now it's going to get dirty.
and then I'll put up my fingers and I'll go, I don't think it will.
And you notice,
Seems
like,
you
from
are dirty.
probably about halfway around the tips of his fingers is just blackened skin.
It's
Were you familiar with that spell? Did it go wrong?
I am okay with my spells. I have seen people use the spell. I know how to use the spell. It didn't work.
That's weird.
I would be very careful of that.
It's a
As much
shield.
as I don't think it's a shield.
Noted.
I can't force you to leave it. I can only urge caution.
I appreciate it, I guess.
Also, is hearing whispers normal?
You tell me.
I don't know anymore. I'm just.
This whole
I thought-
process is a bit strange, I guess you could say.
But not that you'll believe me now, but up that mountain where we're heading, I did see a blue light flicker its way up the mountain somewhat. So I think we may come across something on our path.
I thought you were folding clothes while on stream, Marty. I was like, what a way to just, like, two things one time.
Yeah, maximize your time.
Yeah, right? CEO, big boss moves.
Fold that's a CEO. That's an alpha male to fold your clothes while you play D&D.
Yeah.
ADHD thing. I got sidetracked by what was on my couch.
So you guys kind of making like getting the camp back into your bedrolls, all that kind of stuff. I will take a note and say that when everyone said the whispers, like both you and like both Derek and Darzu know that that's how it starts. Or at least that's how it started with them.
Yeah, okay. Everyone, those whispers you mentioned, be careful.
I have already started to be extra careful, but thank you for the warning.
Yeah, take it easy.
I don't think I can do that, but we will try.
Good, well.
Good, well.
Good, well. I don't know what to say about that.
Cool. You guys continue heading down the road. You guys come to... Let me see if I can find it.
While we're walking, I'll lag like 10 feet behind everyone
Yep.
and just whisper to my ship, like, could you keep your just don't. They're going to figure it out.
We give him the side eye like the...
No, I'm whispering. You can't hear shit.
It's like when you walk past like someone who's like on the phone, you don't know they're on the phone, you think they're just talking to themselves, and you're just like, okay.
Your stomach begins to grumble. Derek, and you swear you hear the sound of like licking lips. Like a smacking jaw.
Has the rumblies.
Yeah. Keep your presence unknown, and I will get you what you want.
Your tummy just gurgles again, almost like you haven't eaten in like months.
I'll catch up to the group.
Cool. You catch up to the group as you guys continue moving. You guys arrive at large gate that
yes.
with the two statues, headless
I'm familiar
statues.
with large gate.
This is the gate of Barovia. You guys see for the first time of people being here. Let me bring up the thing so I can actually describe it, because you know. Where is it? Nope, I don't have the thing.
The big ass gate with some statues on it.
Here we go. You said a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half dozen... No, that's a different place. Never mind. Scratch that, reverse it. Eventually, you guys come to a fork in the road just after the gates. One way, there is a little picket sign. One points towards... one pointing up towards the mountains is marked as Castle Ravenloft. And then the other one pointing south is marked as the village of Barovia.
Okay. Well,
As you guys approach this, intersection, off to one side of the road that leads to Castle Ravenloft, you see a horse and carriage currently just waiting there. Nobody driving it. There is a horse and carriage.
so there's a horse though?
There is a horse, yes.
Is it a normal looking horse? Does it look like a vampire horse?
It is a very dark skinned horse. You can make a perception check to see if it's got anything bad about it.
Sorry, where's the horse? That's the gate.
So you guys have
22.
come up to the split road. As you've kind of come around the corner to look towards Castle Ravenloft, it's just a little bit further up the road, like probably about 10, 20 feet up the road, just waiting to the side of the road.
I got a 22 perception.
It looks like a normal horse. It's just a black-haired, very dark black-haired horse.
I'm going to approach it.
Richard, the last time we went through a cart, we now have a list of things we have to find, so please err on the side of caution.
This could be our transport.
I'm going to walk up to the horse. Does it look weird at all?
Other than the fact that it seemingly is a little, not as well fed as it probably should be.
I'm going to take some rations out of my vest and just hold it to its mouth.
Cool. It happily takes it and kind of bumps into you, kind of giving a warm, not warm, warm embrace. Not exactly that, but a thank you kind of yeah. Yeah.
Gives your head the equivalent of a head nod.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to take some more rations out and just feed him some more. I think we're good, Derek.
Yes, everyone.
I want to cast speak with animals.
Cool. You can't speak with animals.
Hi. Where is your friend? Or are you alone?
I'm alone.
Did you have a friend here with you?
No, I've been sent to take Strahd's guests to the castle.
You've been asked to take Strahd's guests to the castle?
Yeah, yes.
Big sus.
Why are you repeating everything I say? I don't know. Why am I repeating everything you say so that we can understand, so we know what he's saying? I've been asked to take Strahd's guests to the castle. So you've been asked to take Strahd's guests to the castle.
It's like he's wearing a wire and he's doing the lean in.
Leaning in. He's like, what was that? Can you get a little bit louder?
Yeah.
Just here.
just.
I'm still feeding rations in between these sentences.
This food. It's been a while since I've eaten.
We mean you no harm. Do you have no idea who you're meant to find?
I was just instructed to wait here for Strahd's guests.
That's got to be us.
Interesting.
Right?
I'll relay
I think
that
he
to
means
everyone.
us.
Yes, I have a feeling that he means us.
Well,
So
at least we don't have to walk.
Mount up.
we just
Mount up.
Cool.
So, what's the game? Are we jumping in?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna go meet Strahd, then I suppose saves us walking.
I, for one,
Out of
enjoy
the
this
frying
castle
pan.
beacon.
Yes.
Out of the frying pan.
Climbing back and we'll be off.
Cool. You guys jump all hesitantly get into the carriage.
Me, not so much. I just jump in.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Darcy's like, oh, thank God I can sit down. I don't have to walk anymore.
And the carriage takes off towards Castle Ravenloft. Any kind of conversation you guys want to have on the way?
Maybe like, what's the game plan? Are we just gonna like try not to piss him off, or?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Darzu. This is gonna suck either way.
Yeah,
I don't
look,
think we should fight him.
well, definitely not. But like, you know, are we gonna just like, what if he tries to attack us?
Well, if he tries to attack us, we
Let me
just do our
fast travel
best.
out of there. We'll just do our best. We'll give it a good old college try.
Give it a college try, mate. But no, we'll just hear him out and see what he has to say.
Yeah,
And I guess we'll just play it by ear. Although if he tries to attack, sacrifice the druid.
cruel.
I'm kidding, everyone.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was just the voices. Anyway, never mind.
Voices.
Yes, perhaps we need to talk about the voices later.
I've had many a conversation about voices to the voices, but yes, sure.
Cool. As you guys kind of approach, you guys see like a flock of bats fly overhead towards the castle. As you guys kind of come up to this castle, this like courtyard, thick cold fog swirls around. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's main open doors. Warm lights spill out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. And that is where we're going to finish tonight's session.
Ooh,
At the
fucking
entrance
hell.
to Castle Ravenloft.
What a shithole.
What a shithole.
What a fucking
Absolute
hole.
cliffhanger ending.
Yes. So thank you so much for joining us. Anybody still there? We very much appreciate it. If you haven't already, please check us out on YouTube. Give us a follow on Twitch. Give us a like on Instagram. That would be very much appreciated. Thanks again to our two sponsors, W.GG and Stabby Joe & Co. Links, I believe, are still in the chat, and they're also on our channel page. And yeah, we will see you in 2 weeks with Strahd or on Friday for Adventures of the Astral Sea.
How exciting. Can't believe we're
How
actually
exciting.
at Castle Ravenloft.
Castle Ravenloft. Time to die.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Yes.
gonna fucking
I mean, I've already
die.
done that once, so
It's finally time for me to
Want to
have
see
some
me do
fun.
it again?
Like you haven't been having fun this whole time.
No, I'm kidding.
You've been
No,
trying so
not at
hard
all.
to get Derek in the shit.
What?
You've been trying so hard to get Derek in the shit.
Hey, I believe it was you who said you won't be able to break his resolve, and I was like, well,
I have to rename him from Derek to Dodgy Dodgerson with the amount of shit that he's just like. "Ugh."
yeah.
I have a question for. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Away. Yeah. So thank you again, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.